Hello guys, welcome again. New live stream today. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin volatility was crazy yesterday. Um, okay, let's start. Bitcoin in 4-hour chart because I think Bitcoin right now the action is in 4-hour chart. As you can see here, Bitcoin was yesterday. I said it was a few days ago, right? I said it's here, right? And I said, hey, this is like this, right? This is like this, and where we will see around $29,000, maybe 30K around there, and honestly, maybe a little bit higher, right? Something like that, right? What happened after that? Well, now we know, right? Now we can see it, and yeah, it's there. Perfect, good. This thing, this crash or this reaction is something honestly I was not expecting, but it's very normal because market makers, they love this. So the thing here is this kind of moves, right? Like just reaction like this. Usually is they are market makers just killing longs and killing shorts. And after that, as you can see, Bitcoin it was bouncing more and it's still almost at the same price. So what I'm trying to say right now here is like in 4-hour chart, of course, there is no trade right now. There is no trade. At least I don't feel comfortable trading here, and I will not do it, right? Because Bitcoin is with this setup in 4-hour chart. Of course, there is no setup here. It's very risky right now. Going long here. Now let's talk about the 1-day chart. 1-day chart is showing something very interesting here. 1-day chart is about to show a buy signal here, but the problem I have with the setup here is in the resistance. So it's very risky for me thinking, yes, I'm going to open a long position here to the moon. Why? Because one of my rules is I will not open long positions in the resistance, right? This is resistance, no thank you. Even with the potential buy signal here, this could be very easily fake out. Okay, so I think that now the best trade right now is just don't trade. At least in my case, right? I would not do anything here because I don't feel comfortable. Now, one thing here is like Bitcoin again tested here this big WAP here, as you can see here, is testing again the big WAP. I can tell you something, it's looking more healthy right now. Why? Because in 2022, Bitcoin just tested here, and after that crash same here, but didn't test again the big one, and after that just crash. Right here we have this test again. So there is a probability Bitcoin could break maybe potentially this big WAP here around $29,000. If we see this break any close below $30,000, I think, above the $30,000, you will see an extension to $34,000. Now, the thing here is like for me right now, as a trader, right? As a trader right now, as an investor, of course, in my case, I closed everything when it was at $25,000, and just in this area, I am just trading. This trading because for me, this is a macro resistance, so it's not very smart. At least for me, it's not very smart. Just okay, let's buy Bitcoin 30K because it will go to 50K, 100K because crypto Twitter experts everywhere, right? So okay. The thing here is like right now here, as you can see here, Bitcoin is just in this area, as I said before. I don't feel comfortable. Now, one potential setup I'm looking for is this. Usually when I see this, well, you will see potentially continuation. Yes, of course, potential continuation where maybe Bitcoin next week will be around here, around 32, 34, 34. People will say super bullish, whatever, but this is a classic setup here of 3 strikes of better divergence, like forming something like this, right? I saw this setup many times in the past, and one of the examples here is, for example, in 2021. For example, here, Bitcoin was bouncing here, bouncing here, bouncing here, but as you can see here, better divergence, 3 strikes here, even 4, right? 4 better divergence, and after that, finally, the major correction. So the thing here is like if we see Bitcoin pumping right now, I mean, keep pumping, right? 32, 31, 33, 34, whatever, there is a very good chance this is gonna be just, well, another sell opportunity, because remember, above $30,000 or actually $27,000 for me, every time when Bitcoin is pumping is a sell opportunity. Why? Because, well, maybe you're new in this live stream, maybe you don't know my system, but well, I am a technical trader, so I don't follow news, I don't follow that kind of things. So I have a system of trade, and the only thing I have no choice. Just I have to follow the rules. So weekly chart is a sell signal here. Of course, the index is still positive here, but with this sell signal here in weekly chart, there is a very good chance Bitcoin will drop in the next 3 months at around 45-50% in the next 3 months as a part of this correction. Okay, so something like this, right? It will take maybe a couple of weeks, and after that, correction here. And as I said many times, for me, the bottom is already in, and from here, I'm looking for continuation in preparation for the next bull market. That is, of course, that is something I am looking right now. I am waiting for this. Now, let me show you here in 2-day chart. This is something very interesting here, because 2-day chart is about to settle line here maybe next week. If I'm Bitcoin in 2-day chart, nothing happened here. I mean, it's very good actually. I can tell you, just watching the price like this is very good. So what I'm trying to say, well, there is a good chance potentially you will see a bounce here. Now the question is, should I take this buy opportunity? Maybe you, but not me. Is about risk management. Okay, risk management, no. I mean, if I have a small account, yes, of course I can just go long short. If I get rid, I don't care, because that small account is just maybe just 2% of my capital or whatever, right? It's very small. The thing here is, like in my main account, never in my main, actually I am doing a mistake here. Why? Because it doesn't matter the size of your account, you have to follow rules. But in my case, well, I am a little bit flexible sometimes with my small account, because, you know, I want to trade, I want to lose, right? But in my main account, no way I will buy here or go long here because to the moon, because I have a potential buy signal here. No, it's very risky, especially when you see the price here very close to the resistance. Now, the using just price action here, as you can see here, let me show you here with VWAP here. I'm gonna show you, oh, of course I'm gonna show you the traditional system as well, but one moment here. Let me show you here. We have this VWAP here, and we have the VWAP here in the long term, right? In the top, like the bear market. Yeah, this one. Now, this game is very simple. Right now, as I said before, for me, right, even if we see this bounce here, as long as Bitcoin is not making a new high here, and also we can see, for example, imagine we see Bitcoin breaking this VWAP again, and it's closing the weekly chart maybe around $29,000. Well, that is gonna be the beginning of the downtrend in 1-day chart. I mean, technically speaking, it's not an uptrend, yes, but I think weekly chart is gonna play, and you will see the correction. Yeah, but for now, I think the best way to do this is not just don't trade, at least in my case, right? Because what I mean, look at this. We have a potential buy signal in 1-day chart. We have a sell signal in 4-hour chart, and Bitcoin is testing the resistance. It's not like very smart to enter right now. Okay, now let's talk about the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart, as you can see here, testing the settle line here. The momentum is still to the upside. I think all this weekend, Bitcoin is gonna be in sideways between 30K and $29,000. And I think for me, the signal is gonna be the 12-hour chart. If we see Bitcoin showing a sell signal in 12-hour chart again, I can tell you here, potentially this potential buy signal here is going to be very small, and after that you will see the next leg down. As I said before, I am not looking for Bitcoin at 40K, 50K anymore, as long as we have the weekly chart present here with this sell signal here. The only thing I am doing is just respecting the system. That's it. Okay, that's it. But historically speaking, every time when we have this, we have 45-50% drop. I am not saying Bitcoin will crash, like make new lows. Honestly, I don't think so. But at least we are going to see a very good correction. Okay, so now let's continue. You are trading in 1-hour chart. Well, you can do the you want, but here, as you can see here, we have, this is the momentum is to the downside, right? To the downside. If you want to use VWAP, you can use, for example, here is the low. This is the low. Your target should be around $29,000 around there, $400 move. The thing here is like if this VWAP in 1 hour chart here, you can see the volume profile is also here. Yes, if $29,000 as I said before, I think this is just gonna be a fake out, and you will see Bitcoin testing again $27,000, and actually from here potentially new lows. Yeah. Now let's talk about a little bit more on the chart, because someone was asking, someone yesterday was asking me, hey, well, if Bitcoin breaks this area, right, all this area, what is gonna be the next target? The next target, just following the volume, the first target should be around $25,000. But honestly, I think Bitcoin will not hold this level. I think Bitcoin in the long term, right? I mean, long term months, is gonna test. It's gonna be between $20,000 and $22,000. As long as Bitcoin is here, above here, this area. Let me remove this box, this one. As long as Bitcoin is holding, is above this green box, everything should be fine in weekly chart, everything should be fine in monthly, everything should be fine. And I can say, as long as Bitcoin is holding here, I mean, you can see, imagine, right? You see a crash here, and you can see some wicks, right? Some wicks here, maybe testing 17, 18, 19, but as long as higher time frames like weekly chart, monthly, the close is above 20K, everything should be fine. And I think the bottom is already in, I think. Now, let's talk about the monthly. The monthly is coming. It's very soon. It's very, very soon. And let me show you here. We have here the monthly confirmation, the buy signal, okay? I cannot be bearish for Bitcoin anymore. I know the narrative right now in social media, oh my God, inflation, blah, 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 it's very bad, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know, but the facts are here. The bottom potentially is already, actually it's already in for me. Now, I'm gonna show you here with my traditional system, the monthly. I think because with the monthly is more helpful if we use, one moment here. This is Cardano. The monthly, because we have more data here, right? Okay, let me show you here in the monthly here. Perfect, good. Now, we have here Bitcoin above the MA21. As you can see here, the MA21, any close below this level, for example, today, the monthly, right? Any close below the MA21 around $28,000. I think Bitcoin finally will start the correction here. But it's very risky at this point. I mean, for me, right? For me, risk management, remember? I don't care if Bitcoin I will just trade in futures, right? But not like in a spot. No, thank you. Because this area is very risky for me. Very risky for me. Risk management is not good. Remember, my risk management is very simple. Like I wanna buy the price very close to the MA55 or in between, or the MA100, right? So around here. So if I want to buy Bitcoin again or any asset right now, I wanna see first decent, actually significant correction, and after that potentially I will consider buying again. The thing here in the monthly, as you can see here, we have Bitcoin testing, not breaking, testing the MA21. Well, remember, just I think today, no, in 3 days, we are gonna see the close. If in the next 3 days Bitcoin close above even $30,000, I am expecting maybe a leg up, like it could be the 1-day chart buy signal, and after that, maybe something like this, right? Something like this. But the level is very clear. Any close below $27,800, $28,000, I think you will see Bitcoin dropping. Now the momentum is to the upside, but that doesn't mean in the monthly, right? But that doesn't mean like Bitcoin cannot crash. I mean, drop. Remember, this buy signal here is for 1.5 years approximately, right? So you have to be careful here because, oh, you buy a signal in monthly. Let's buy here because from here I will be millionaire, right? Bitcoin will hit 1 million. No, that is not the way of trading, at least in my case, right? You see the monthly buy signal here. Yes, but if we study the past, what happened? What happened after that signal? Well, let me show you. We have the buy signal here in 2019. Yes, we have a beautiful bounce here. Yes, like almost 4 months. And after 6 months, what happened? Bitcoin just crashed and tested the MA55 again, right? So that is the point. If you are thinking, oh, I'm missing out, right? Oh my God, I'm FOMO. Bitcoin will hit again a new all-time high. oh my God, right? I have to buy right now at 30K. Well, very smart, right? No, if you are just wait. You will see maybe in the next 6 months, potentially this year, is going to be the last chance to buy Bitcoin around the MI55 again, around this area. That is something I am looking for, following similar patterns as you can see here. Let me show you here. Bitcoin with this buy signal also here. Bitcoin was just pumping here and dropping and in sideways for more than 6 months. So the question is like what I'm expecting Bitcoin is gonna do. Honestly, as I said before, is the pullback here, yeah, pullback here, and using it sideways for the next 6 months. I want to see Bitcoin just boring, like people they don't care about Bitcoin anymore. It's in sideways for months, and that is gonna be good. Why? Because it's gonna be consolidation in the long term. For example, here we have consolidation for 6 months, and also here we have consolidation for 6 months, and after that major rally, and after that major rally. So potentially we could see something like this, but it will take time, long time, I think. So, but yeah, the correction is still there. And now let's talk about the 5-day chart here for Bitcoin, because I think we have a new close. We are gonna have a new close. Yeah, but the thing here is like it's respecting the MA100, and it's good, yes, but for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests here for me. Well, it's very simple. Same in this time frame, closing below $27,000 is gonna break everything, and you will see it become breaking down, right? The thing here is like we have multiple better variance here, but the volume is very healthy. So what I'm trying to say is like when people they are in FOMO and they are looking for $1 million, simple, because remember, the only way I can call like a major crash like 2021, I did it, on 2022, is if I have OBB and curve in the same page. When we have better variance, for example, this point and this point, you see the volume is dead. We have a better variance here. I said, hey, careful here, because you are thinking Bitcoin will hit 200, 300 in 2021. And what I did, well, I was in short, and I was very happy 1 year short in Bitcoin. Very good, right? Happy. Now, here we don't have the same thing. We have better variance, yes, you're right. We have better variance all this way here, yes, but OBB, the volume is healthy. So what I'm trying to say is like people, they are buying Bitcoin at this price, especially retailers, I think. Retailers, they are buying this, and because you know what, to the moon, right? To the moon, as usual. And in 1 week chart, let me show you here, Bitcoin is still in negative territory here. But the good news for Bitcoin in volume, Bitcoin is broke the previous high in January 2023, as you can see here. There is no bearish divergence. As you can see here. So we have this signal here. This is telling me like it's gonna be sideways, right? Sideways, right? Or downside. But because we don't have a bearish divergence here, well, there is a probability, yeah, potentially Bitcoin will just keep pumping here. Honestly, for me, I don't feel comfortable buying here. In a spot, holding, no thanks. No thank you. Yeah, no thank you. For me, no. Remember, I have a rule. Always the rules is like this, right? It's gonna be the bounce here, testing the 55, and that's it. My trade is over. In December, I said it, right? We have a bullish divergence here, OBB and curve, they are in the same page. What I'm expecting in the next 3-4 months, a bounce, right? Target $27,000, 29. Okay, perfect, good, done. You see, and we are still there. Now, Bitcoin is looking good based on volume. Yes, Bitcoin has a chance to keep pumping. Yes, of course, yes, because we don't have better variance in weekly chart. Yeah, it's still strong. Yes. Now, this correction in 1-day chart, please try to understand, like in weekly chart, it's still good, but it's not the best at all for me. I will not buy, okay? I want to be clear. But in 1-day chart, the trend is my friend. As you can see here, is testing the 55 here, testing the 55 and bouncing here. In 1-day chart, I have a rule, remember, for trading, never buy the previous high. So here, especially breakout traders, because you know people they love breakouts. They like to buy here in the resistance because it's looking green, it's looking powerful, and to the moon, right? And that is the best way you can lose your money. The thing here is like I don't feel that's why I have this example, this rule. For example, here, Bitcoin was here 2000 here $24,000. Yes, remember this is the previous high here. Bitcoin was bouncing here and tested the previous high. What happened after that? Long 100x to the moon, right? Because breakout, right? And after that, crash. And after that, again, oh my god, long 100x to the moon because this time is the real breakout. Crash, even worse. And this one finally broke the resistance here. So technically speaking, yes, Bitcoin is in uptrend. Yes, it's still healthy. And the uptrend is intact. Yes, it's still an uptrend. But now this price action here, even with the buy signal here, I don't feel comfortable buying here. Why? Because the same thing. If we see again Bitcoin pumping here, people will enter in long position here, looking for the breakout here, and maybe they will be in profit maybe a couple days, and after that again crash. You see? So that is the thing. That's why I don't want to do that. So it's up to you, right? If you want to trade, but in my case, I think I'm gonna spend a good weekend relaxing. Okay. So let's continue. I'm gonna continue with the total market too, the total two, sorry, for altcoins, because altcoins, they are not like very bullish. Like as I said before, we have the same setup, right? You see, we have here Bitcoin testing the MA55 here with curve in negative here. So for me, this is not right. ADX here is not strong. So in general, altcoins, they are not performing very well. Now, one thing here you need to understand. People, they are in FOMO. Why? Because the volume is increasing little by little in weekly chart. As you can see here, same as Bitcoin, altcoins, the volume is higher than January 2023. That's good. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is the same thing as Bitcoin. You will see a pullback here, of course, maybe on summer, 2-3 months. And after that, potentially this pullback is going to be the last chance to buy your favorite altcoin, maybe in a very cheap price. And after that, you will see sideways here, right? Because it will take time. And after that, the next bull market. For me, Bitcoin is very close it's very close to reverse the downtrend. Technically speaking, is almost, I don't feel comfortable calling reversal this. I want to see something like this, right? I want to see a breakout here, continuation here. Yes, and Bitcoin is going to reverse the trend in weekly chart. After we see this, right? We are going to see potentially this breakout here. And the test here, when you see the test here, and Bitcoin is holding again the MA55 in weekly chart, yes, potentially here to the moon, 1 million if you want, but it will take all this year. Remember, weekly chart is for a long time. So as you can see here, I cover Bitcoin in the long term, short term, well, whatever. Now let's talk about the stock market. The stock market right now here for SP500, and after that, I'm gonna continue with the comments. Okay, so let me show you here SP500 here. Okay, we don't have better variance here. Actually, the SP500 you see is bouncing from the MA55 here. Looks like is developing. Actually it's looking decent actually. The thing here is like I don't like this setup here. I really don't like this setup here because I don't feel comfortable buying here. I would like to see a reset here of curve, and after that, if the price is above the MA55, yes, to the moon, new highs, whatever you want. Right now, in the short term, well, not short term, 10 day and 1 day chart. I said before, well, you will see the test of MA55, and after that, continuation. Same, it's in sideways. No, thank you. This is not for me. I will never buy here. The thing here is like you will see a buy signal maybe next week in the first week of May. You see this buy signal here for SP500. Looks like, as I said before, I think I said it last week. You will see around 4,300 tested, and from there potentially is gonna be a sell opportunity. So I think at least for this weekend or today, at least for me, there is no buy or sell opportunity. I think it's better just to wait and don't rush. Okay, so let's continue. Let me see. Okay, Apple in 1 day chart and weekly chart. Okay, Apple. Let me see. I'm gonna continue with Okay, Apple in one day chart. In one day chart, well, the projection is like this. You see, even with that, I mean, this is bouncing from the mid-21. You see, I am looking for. I think last time I said around 170, 75, around there. But in the long term macro time frames, no thank you. You see, resistance, resistance, no thank you. Here, when you see the price here, no thanks. You will see 1, 2, 3 stacks of various divergence here, and potentially here is going to be the sell opportunity. Volume is not following anymore the price, as you can see here. So this bounce, you see now, I mean, Apple is gonna test maybe this level, but you will see a beautiful better variance in OBB and plus curve. So be careful here. You are very bullish because, well, no thanks. I mean, at least for me, it's a sell opportunity, not a buy opportunity. Look at this. You see, it's just about time. You see a new leg up here, and for me, it's a sell opportunity, not a buy opportunity. No, thank you. There is no power in this world makes me to buy here in the resistance. No thanks. But this time, let me guess, right? Let me guess. But my triangle, or whatever is this shape, I don't know. Oh, this channel, I think it's a channel, right? The target, my YouTuber said, this target, if Apple breaks this, you will see, oh my God, 220. Long position, 100x to the moon. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Let me delete this because it's a joke. Okay, so let me continue here. Sophie, you say, right? Sophie. Okay, one moment. Sophie, what is Sophie? It's the first time. Okay, first time in one day chart. Okay, one day chart. First out is a downtrend. Okay, weekly chart. So well. Okay. Well, this okay, right now here, technically speaking, yes, you have a buy signal here. Very careful here because it's contracting here, volatility contracting here. So this thing is gonna move. It's gonna move. So this is like this. This is like this. Yes, this is like this. Where the target should be, the first one is gonna be around 6.50, around this area, and an extension to the previous high here. So be careful here. I mean, this is sideways. Okay, you are in a sideways market here, where this is the top of your resistance and this is the bottom of your resistance, and you are in the middle right now. So the risk and reward is not very good for me. But if I had to trade this thing, the risk management is very easy. I mean, here, and of course breaking this level, for example, around here should be the stop loss around here. That's it. I don't feel comfortable when I have to trade in the middle of the when I am sideways. I feel more comfortable when the price is actually or testing the resistance or testing also the support. So in the middle, I think is not the best way of trading, at least for me, right? But it's up to you. Okay, so let's continue with Tesla and daily. Okay, Tesla daily chart. Okay. No, this is a downtrend, my friend. This is a downtrend. You see, downtrend here, breaking the previous low here. There's still a sell signal present here. ADX positive here. No volume here. This thing is gonna keep just trending to the downside. It's to the downside. Of course, not short right now because it's too late, right? It's too late. The short was around here, right? Around here, but it's still to the downside. Let me see here the weekly chart because I'm curious. Yeah, sell signal here. I think you will see maybe 130 tested for Tesla here around this area. I am not looking for any new lows. I don't think so, but around here maybe 130, 135 around there. Okay. So let's continue. I'm gonna check the USD dominance for Bitcoin because I want to see what is happening here. We have the buy signal here. It's still the same. It's still the same thing. Let me see in one the chart. It's very interesting. I think Bitcoin is gonna bounce next week. Yeah, as you can see here, we have a potential sell signal. Not now. It's gonna fire maybe next week. If we see this, it's gonna break, right? And you will see Bitcoin maybe at $31,000 again. But anyway, I mean, for me, as I said before, I don't feel comfortable opening long positions at this price, right? Where Bitcoin is testing the previous resistance. I don't feel comfortable. In this case, many times, right? Many times when you see the buy signal, many times is when Bitcoin is in sideways, still in sideways here. For example, if we have this buy signal right now, but Bitcoin is still here, in sideways here, yes, of course, I will open a long position looking for this bounce. But this bounce for me is already, no, I mean, it's too far. Too far from the MI55. No, thank you. Risk management is terrible there. Okay, guys, I think, let me see. I think that's it. That's it for today, I think. That's it for today because the market is not, I think Bitcoin is going to stay in sideways for all the week. I mean, all the weekend. So I think that's it, guys, for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend. See you next time.